And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long time since I've done a video, any general video really. It's been about a month since my last video I put up, which was World of Tanks video. I put up 2 of them. They were previews, just kind of showcasing what games will look like now on my new computer. So, I'm going to kick things off with another episode of ESO here, or Elder Scrolls Online. Now, it's been a couple months, if I remember correctly, since the last Elder Scrolls Online video. So, I feel a little refresher is needed. So, last time, we were taking care of Ebonheart, over here, taking care of plots and schemes to divide all the members of the Pact, the Argonians, Dark Elves, and Nords, so that the Daggerfall Covenant would have an easier time taking the city. Well, I came in and we put a stop to that. Our next objective here is securing Vivecs antlers, some kind of artifact here, the Coral Heart, that we need to keep out of the Covenant hands. Our current objective, however, is we're searching mud piles here for soldiers that are still alive after being sworn by the Dreugh here. So we'll get right in. Now forgive me if I get a little wonky with the controls here. In the off time of not doing any videos, and really rather the last week here, I've been really playing a lot of Skyrim recently. I know I probably should have been doing Skyrim videos, but oh well. Alright, so far I've already found one of the 4 survivors. Oh, there's another one.
I'm free, thanks to you.
Take out these couple Dreugh here. Now, if you guys are excited about the upcoming announcements for Elder Scrolls Online, they have 4 DLC packs announced that they're going to be doing quarterly in the upcoming year here, or pretty much for the next year. The first one to come out is going to be the Imperial City. It's going to add an extra layer of things to do in the PvP area of Cyrodiil. Pretty much, the Imperial City is each quarter, or I guess quarter, each section of the city that we all know and love from Oblivion, the Elven Garden District, Market District, etc., are going to be sections that can be individually controlled by the 3 different factions. I'm going to bet the center, I think it's Green Emperor's Way, where the White Gold Tower is actually located. I'm gonna be betting that's gonna be location for some very intense combat. I wouldn't be surprised if they have something special going on with the White Gold Tower, considering that all photos of the Imperial City they've shown prior to the actual just distance shots of it and actual in-game shots of the Imperial City. There's a big old anchor connected to the top of the White Gold Tower, so I wonder if they're going to have something special going on with that. That'd be pretty sweet if they do. The DLC coming out after the Imperial City, it's going to be Orsinium. It's going to be kind of interesting to see what they do with that. It'll be the first time that players actually get a chance to explore what's known as Orsinium. Or I guess what's formerly known as Orsinium. I believe in this game even, Orsinium isn't an actual place, it's a prior place. As if you guys have gone through the Daggerfall Covenant, they've kind of talked about that a little bit at the end of the first starting area, or the second starting area really, in Vetnik. Because Lambor the orc, mentions about the sacking of Orsinium. Or really the level. The next DLC to come out after that will be the official release of the Thieves Guild. So I know a lot of players have been eagerly waiting for the Thieves Guild, and probably even more anticipation beyond that. The last of the 4 DLC packs they have announced so far, the Dark Brotherhood, which that's gonna be pretty sweet. I personally can't wait to see the Dark Brotherhood introduced into this game. Hoping that they'll take some notes from the Dark Brotherhood and Oblivion. I don't know, it may just be my personal opinion, but I felt like the full Dark Brotherhood quest line in Oblivion was just a lot better than in Skyrim. Let's see. I think that's been about it as far as news goes for Elder Scrolls Online. Other than that, it's just been little things they've added into the Crown Store these past couple updates or patches. Nothing real major. Health potions? No, I don't. That's awesome. I'm severely underpowered. Or undermanned here. I guess undersupplied would be the more appropriate term. Oh, hey, sweet. Level up. Okay, I guess he doesn't want to fight. Alright, I am going to try to do more videos. I know these last couple months have just been... I'm not sure where time went. Between the end of the college semester in spring, and now it's just... I think I was just ready to just kind of zone out and not do much of anything. But I am going to try to come back and do some more videos for you guys. A lot more than I have here.
I knew, then help me complete my task. Do not disparage youth. These are Vivecs' children. They died for Morrowind and for him. We must provide for their rest. Anoint. The dead depend on you. You must consecrate.
The archer glitched out over there. That's kind of funny. Well, it wouldn't be an online game or even an Elder Scrolls game if there wasn't the sheer bugs.
You don't look to be Daggerfall Covenant, and you're not one of ours. Who are you?
Nah, I'm just some guy that decided to help out.
I thought I was going to die in here. There's a powerful mage named Alexandra Connell leading these soldiers. I'll rally my soldiers and lead them to the Coral Heart Chamber. Argonians, always the unexpected. If I know Reed, she's already lurking near the Covenant camp. Look for her nearby.
Hmm.
If you can find her, bring her to the Coral Heart Chamber. Then we can finish this.
Alright, so find Sings with Reed. Well, might as well take care of some blessings of the dead bodies here that just randomly appear. I really do like how this game looks when you have it on max settings. I turned down shadows a little bit here just to kind of smooth out the frame rate during video recordings here, but I mean it still looks really good. I know the textures and such. I mean, I do enjoy how the textures look. And sure, it is an online game, so they have a lot of different things they're trying to do, but this game has its own style to it, which I do enjoy. Might not be as pretty as some of the other games out there, like Witcher 3 or some of those other bigger games, but I mean, it's still, they're not bad graphics at all. I guess with the release of the console versions, there's been a lot of mixing reviews about it. Which I always find kind of interesting. Let's see. That's what I thought. I wasn't entirely sure if it was 9, but yeah, I have to find 9 skeleton bodies on the ground. Oh boy, I'm getting the attention of all kinds of people here. Don't mind me, I'm just swimming along. Of course it is to be right up there. Let's see. Well, no specific points, I guess, on the general map. Let's see. Darn. I instinctively have been hitting Alt to sprint. Once again, mostly because of all the Skyrim I've been playing. Wanted to put on a World of Battle or World of Warships video today, but the open beta test server is down, which that's another thing. If you guys are interested for in my opinion, pretty decent naval game, definitely check out World of Warships. I've been playing it since the open beta came out. I think that came out few weeks ago. It was at least 2 weeks ago that the open beta came out, and it's been a lot of fun. It gets a little it's a little tough to get used to at first, just because of how different things are. Just because I've spent mean, I've
The
only
war
played
has
World of
put
Tanks
friend and foe alike.
and some War Thunder.
The
So I'm used
tides
to
rolled in,
World of Tanks mentality of that
the
kind of movement,
Akaviri were
running
defeated,
around and
but
such.
at what
That's just not really the
cost?
case in World of Warships. If you like a more strategical kind of gameplay of trying to outmaneuver the other player on somewhat equal grounds, and there's still going to be, I mean, destroyers versus battleships is never a very good matchup for the destroyer. Well, actually, I take that back. One of the things that's actually really nice about World of Warships is how pretty much even they have everybody. It's kind of like a, almost kind of like a ring, almost, of vehicle superiority in a sense. Because you have your destroyers, which are pretty much like your light tanks. They're your lightly armored, fast-moving ships that pretty much come with torpedoes, and depending on if you're doing Japanese destroyers or American destroyers, there'll be different variations in torpedoes and guns. Cruisers are a little bit more heavily armored than your destroyers. Some of them do come with torpedo tubes. I noticed I'm on the Tier 3 Japanese cruiser, and I noticed that has torpedo tubes on it. I'm not sure how many more of those the cruisers have them. But cruisers, they come with decent guns and pretty much a lot of anti-air firepower. You have your battleships, which are all about their main gun batteries, which will just destroy a lot of things. They're kind of like your heavy tanks, with the cruisers being your medium tanks. And then the fourth vehicle type they have in the game are your aircraft carriers, which they're kind of like your SPGs in World of Tanks, because they deploy air units, whether it's bombing squadrons, torpedo squadrons, or recon fighters. And pretty much for them it's kind of like an RTS, their gameplay for aircraft carriers. I haven't unlocked one yet to really try it out, but from what I've seen, it's really like a real-time strategy game with the way that you maneuver your planes around.
Time is precious. If I'm to succeed, I'll need your help. These are my eggs, the fruit of my tree. My roots must join with the coral for us to be truly of one mind. Place my eggs at the 3 large clusters of coral around the antlers.
Anyway, back to the aircraft carrier. You can take control over a specific air squadron and take direct control over them while you're maneuvering them around. That'd probably be best for lining up your bombing runs or your torpedo runs. So it's really interesting, just because of just the checks and balances between the different units. Because destroyers, though the lightest armed, if you know how to use your torpedoes, you're a battleship's worst nightmare, because you're so quick that you're pretty much able to dodge a lot of their rounds if you know how to maneuver under fire. And you just need to get relatively close to them along their side and just let loose a ton of torpedoes. Or, as what a lot of players have been doing, they'll hide around islands, and as a battleship or an enemy ship comes around the corner, they launch a spread of torpedoes right into the side of that ship, and they have no room. to engage you, or maneuver out of the way of the torpedoes before it's too late.
Fool.
Let's
Think
see
to
what
tame
else.
the coral?
What else to mention about World
I'll
of
see
Warships?
you dead.
At the moment, well, they just released a patch today that added some German premium vehicle, at least I think they're German premium ships into the game. One of which is a Bismarck class battleship, which for a lot of naval fans, Bismarck is one of their is a good battleship to look at. They added some other German ships as well. They did a little bit of a graphical, more or less fixture of like glitches and such. I mean, the game is open beta, so it's still an unfinished product, but what they have already is pretty good. It's really good.
You won't stop me. The coral heart is mine.
And I'm not sure if the in-game economy is going to be the way it's going to act as it currently does, because I've only gotten to I just unlocked a tier 4 battleship last night and purchased one, but between the amount of money that you get from matches and the 3 daily missions that you can do each day that give you some nice credit payouts, I've already accrued 1,000,000 credits in-game, which is pretty sweet. Alright, this video's gone on a little bit longer than I usually do it, but I think that's alright, just because it's been such a long time since I've done a video.
The coral speaks to me.
And I kind of want to do a little bit longer of a video for you guys anyway, just to kind of make up for all that empty time. But for now, I think this is a good stopping point for the day at least. We just have finishing up of the Coral Heart quest here, and cleansing the past. Just have to talk to the priestess. So we're good in that part. So, thanks you guys for watching. I apologize once again from the beginning of the video about the huge lapse of time where there's just nothing there. For anybody that comes back to watches this video, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Even after this huge lapse of time that I haven't been gone, that somebody at least comes and watches us, I really appreciate that. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever that may be. So, see you guys later. Bye-bye.